In December 2019, there was a cluster of pneumonia cases in the city of Wuhan, China. Investigations found disease caused by newly discovered coronavirus. The disease was subsequently named COVID-19. COVID-19 then spread from China into the rest of the world. And on the 30th of January, the World Health Organization declared the outbreak a public health emergency of international concern. Does the disease spread? This disease can spread from person to person through droplets. When an infected person releases those droplets through coughing, talking, or sneezing, for example. When close to another person, it can also spread when infected droplets land on objects and when another person touches them and then touches their eyes, nose, or mouth. On the 23rd of March 2020, President Cyril Ramaphosa announced a new measure to combat the spread of the coronavirus in South Africa. A 3-week nationwide lockdown with severe restrictions on travel and movement supported by the South African National Defence Force. From midnight on Thursday the 26th of March to midnight on Thursday the 16th of April. The President said more is needed to be done to avoid an enormous catastrophe amongst the population of South Africans. On the 18th of April, the South African COVID-19 numbers totaled as follows. 2,783 positive cases was identified. 903 recoveries and 50 mortalities were recorded. By the 12th of July, the numbers totaled 264,184 positive cases identified, 127,750 recoveries, and 3,971 mortalities. Boys and girls, I'm pretty sure that it is very different being back at school. Although we are excited to be seeing our friends on a daily basis, it is very important for us to have the mindset that we have a new responsibility, and that responsibility is to make sure that we keep our environment safe, not only for us but for our friends. Yes, we do have the natural inclination to gravitate towards one another, as we are all happy to see one another in the morning. However, we cannot do this during the time of coronavirus. We have now learned how the virus is spread. So we need to make sure that we maintain our social distance of 1.5 meters away from one another. When it is that we are eating, we should take extra precaution by taking an extra step back. Make sure that we're eating away from the direction of the person that is with us, so that we don't possibly spread any of the droplets that was previously spoken about. In between our classes, when we are moving from one venue to another, be patient. Make sure that we are maintaining our social distance. There are lines marked on the ground to make sure that we keep our 1.5 meters away from one another. Before we enter the class, make sure that we do sanitize, so that we do have peace of mind, and so that we do decontaminate ourselves from any possible viruses. When in the school, remember that we need to keep on our mask at all times. The mask should cover your nose, your mouth, as well as cover your chin. Feel free to remind your friend or your classmate that he or she needs to keep on their mask and that he or she needs to maintain their social distance when it is that we are out in the playground or when it is that we're in our classrooms. We do want to make sure that we keep the spaces in the classrooms according to the precaution, and that is 1.5 meters away from each other. For this reason, we have placed a marker underneath each and every chair When your chair is set on this marker, this means that you are now 1.5 meters away from the next person in your class. When you leave your classroom, make sure that your chair is on this marker. Boys and girls, although we are here to learn and that we are here to have fun while doing so, it is also very important during this time for us to remain mindful of our surroundings and mindful how very important it is for us to keep this virus at bay. Let's keep Groote Schuur safe. Thank you so much for your time. Do the right thing. Be responsible. Stay safe. Thank you.